2024 is on its way out and 2025 will be here before we know it. With that being said, raise your hand if you told yourself numerous times that you were going to work on you. Keep your hand up if you ended up doing the exact opposite. Now raise your other hand if you've tried or attempted a vegan diet. Keep that hand up if you fell off the wagon. Now let's pause for a sec because I've ran out of hands to raise. And if you're still with me, then I think you have too. Or I just grasped your attention enough to keep you interested. Either way, still a win for me. So since you clicked on this video, I'm assuming that means that you're either interested or at least thinking of giving the whole vegan diet another try. Now, before you click away and ruin all my hard work of getting you to hear me out, I want to inform you that this is a safe place. No judgment whatsoever. Because you made the powerful decision to better your life, and I just want to be there to help you along the way and getting you started on your new journey. Okay, so let's get right into it. But first, I want to commend you for making such a big decision. Going vegan is a challenge, but it is so worth it. So I'm glad that you've given it a fair chance. All right, let's get into it with the first tip, which is also the most important, and that is to train your brain. Our minds are so powerful. It can make you believe things are true and untrue at the same time. For example, feeling hungry. Yes, you may be feeling hungry, but no, you do not need meat to feel satisfied. You know, sometimes cravings come from something that our bodies lack. I found this chart to be useful when I first went vegan, and I realized that my mind was definitely not focusing. I mean, I was wanting a body like Beyonce while eating like the clumps. Hercules, Hercules, Hercules. So yeah, training your mind to focus on what you want to achieve is very important. It will help you set the tone and stay strong as you progress. Which brings us to my next tip, which is listen to your body. No, I don't mean to cave into your cravings at this point because now we have the chart that we can revert to when that happens, right? What I'm talking about is changes that you feel besides hunger. This point would probably be a great time to check in with your health provider, whether it's allopathic or naturopathic, whoever you normally see. Just definitely let them know of your recent health changes. For example, with me, before I went fully vegan, I was already borderline anemic. So, I mean, guess what happens when I went fully vegan? Exactly, full-blown anemia. I was seeing both an allopathic and naturopathic doctor at the same time, and they both wanted me to take iron. My allopathic doctor advised me to take slow iron with orange juice, while my naturopathic doctor suggested that I take a non-heme iron with vitamin C. Now, I'm not going to get into the competition between the two different doctors. I'm just going to share which one I use and explain why. Of course, I chose the non-heme iron with the vitamin C because what most people don't understand, when you change your diet and you go vegan, that also includes your supplements that you take, anything that gets ingested into the body. Which is why I said speak to your healthcare provider, because there might be some medications that you're taking or whatever that might conflict. And by any means, do not stop taking your prescribed medications. I'm just saying that there might be certain things that you're taking that might conflict, but always do what's best for your health. With the slow iron that my allopathic doctor was suggesting that I take, it was animal derivative, but the non-heme iron was not. So that's what I'm talking about. And also I've heard of how slow iron or just animal derived iron, how it can cause constipation, and I was not trying to be taking laxatives for the rest of my life. Taking a non-heme iron was in line with my diet and overall better for my digestive tract. I'll share a link below where I get my iron. But guys, please be wise and communicate with your healthcare provider before you try taking something new. At least share the information with them and make sure that it's safe enough for you to consume. Okay, moving on from that. So let's see, we've trained our brain, we've made our doctor aware, so now it's time to go shopping. Grocery shopping. Now, what I don't want you to do is I don't want you to run to the store and buy up every vegan or plant-based labeled item that you can find. That is a quick way to start bad habits and you will burn out very quickly. Instead, I want you to start by just reading labels. For example, when you're in the store, pick up an item that you used to get that's not considered vegan and flip it over and read the label on the back or the side or wherever that label is. What I want you to do is pay closer attention to the first couple of lines on that ingredient list, because those items are going to be the ingredients that are mostly in that whole meal or whatever item you're looking at. So here's an example. I found a frozen dinner that is by a brand called Amy's. I am not sponsored by this brand, I just frequently see it in the stores and I notice they have a lot of plant-based options. This is a pad thai meal. For the purpose of this video, I'm going to just show you the back with the ingredients. Now right away I see key factors. It states it's plant-based and it also has the vegan symbol. Ooh, and a bonus, it's gluten-free. Okay, so we're off to a good start. Now I have other allergies, so my first check will be this section right here where it says what it contains. It's required in California where companies have to include whatever allergens are in their food. I make labels for my own business, so I'm well aware of this requirement. Okay, so it has soy and tree nuts. I'm not a fan of soy, but let's say I am for this video and move on to the next section. The actual ingredient list. Now remember, the first few lines are what the meal has most of. So let's take a look. Okay, so there's organic rice noodles. In the parentheses, it's what they're made of. Next is organic broccoli, some cane sugar. Notice it says organic cane sugar. That's what makes it vegan. Non-organic cane sugar is processed through animal bone char, which obviously makes it non-vegan. Certified organic cane sugar is not allowed to be processed that way, which makes it safe for vegans to consume. Okay, so back to the ingredient list. Next is organic tofu, and that's where the soy source comes from. The carrots, water, and okay, you get the gist. So for this meal in particular, it seems to be comprised of mostly whole foods, and that's what you want to see in the meals that you choose to eat. What you want to stay away from are meals with ingredient lists that look like this. For starters, this is way too many ingredients that aren't even food. We have the first ingredient of potatoes. The next line is full of chemicals that I know are not in my kitchen, and it's really pointless to read any further. Now, it's normal if you're feeling a bit discouraged at all this information that's just being thrown at you all at once, but change can be scary, and it can also be intimidating. This is why it's important to start working on training your brain, because when you get to the part of working through the motions and making changes, that's when you need to have a strong foundation to fall back on, and in this case, having a strong mindset. Okay, the last tip I have for you is support. I go into detail of how important having a strong support system is in my vegan journey videos. I'll be sure to link them in the description below, just for you to check out if you like. But yeah, support is important, whether it's from your family, your friends, a Facebook community group. If you're the only vegan in your circle, then you may hit a bit of resistance at the beginning. Some people may make fun of you, they may try to get you to cave in to those former cravings, or they may even start interrogating you of where you get your protein. Whatever the case may be, I encourage you to stay strong and respectful. Don't end any friendships of many years just because they don't understand you. You're just gonna have to agree to disagree and just move on. But for friends that ask questions in a genuine way, then that's where you can share your story and be calm about it. For example, you can say, hey, I'm getting older, I've noticed that my health is not going in the direction that I wanted to, so I decided to make a change on my own before my health got worse and I was forced into doing that. Or something along those lines. Bottom line is you never know what someone is going through and what changes they may have been thinking of making. And you just may be that sign or that push that they needed. That's why I say to be calm, because if you come off too aggressive, then you can easily push them away and then further discourage them from making the change in the first place. In the end, you are your best advocate for your health. So the decisions that you make should reflect who you are as a person, or at least who you're trying to be. And if you're really having a tough time and you feel that you have no one in your corner, you are more than welcome to reach out to me. You can either leave me a comment below or you can send me a DM on Instagram. I'll be sure to link that in the description as well. I answer all my messages, and if it's any words of encouragement that I can give you, I will be more than happy to do so. Okay, so I hope the tips in this video help give you a better perspective of this type of lifestyle. And if you've made it this far in the video, then you're already on the right track with the first tip that I mentioned. So great job in finally choosing me this time. So do your best to stay strong and shut out all that noise that does not align with who you are trying to become. With the holidays being right around the corner, if 2025 is your year for better health, then you have plenty of time to start gradually working towards working on you, if that's your goal. For my cooking enthusiasts, I'll be sure to link that playlist for you guys to check out. My recipes are mostly beginner friendly, so they should be easy to follow. If you found the information in this video helpful, please like, share, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. I will truly appreciate it. Best of luck to you in your new journey. You can do anything you set your mind to. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!